Imagine two apartments in the same city, almost the same rent. One looks successful, the other looks simple, but only one of them is actually safe. The first person earns more, buys more, owns more, and still opens their banking app with a pit in their stomach. Their spare bedroom is not a bedroom anymore. It is a museum of decisions that quietly kept taking money. The second person earns less. But the room has space, the closet has only what gets worn, the kitchen has only what gets used, and the account opens without fear. Same neighborhood, lower income, more financial oxygen. That is the paradox almost nobody talks about. This is not really a story about income. It is a story about the hidden connection between stuff and money. Here is Victoria wants you to remember. Everything you own costs money twice. The first price is printed on the receipt. The second price follows you home. A treadmill is not just the price of a treadmill. It is floor space, rent, cleaning, guilt, and a corner of your home you can no longer use. Owning a boat means paying for storage, insurance, repairs, registration, cleaning, and duties, even if it never launches. The second price is also mental energy. Every object asks to be cleaned, organized, repaired, insured, moved, protected, and eventually dealt with. Clutter does not just take space. It takes attention. It sits in the background of your mind and keeps asking for a little more of you.
And the final second price is opportunity cost. Money locked inside things is money that cannot build your future.
Rule 1. Calculate cost per use before you buy. Not the price, not the discount. The real question is, how many times will this actually serve your life? The jacket worn twice is expensive no matter what the tag said. The jacket worn 200 times becomes cheap because it actually becomes part of your life. This calculation destroys impulse purchases because it forces the fantasy to meet reality. Some quality things are worth it. A mattress you sleep on every night is not the same as equipment you use twice and store forever. Minimalism is not about buying the cheapest thing. It is about refusing to buy the thing that only feels useful for the first 10 minutes. When the math is honest, marketing gets quieter. Rule 2. Use the replacement test. Walk through your home and ask, if this disappeared today, would I spend money to buy it again? For most things, the honest answer is no. They are not possessions you chose again. They are decisions you never reversed. Some things are gifts you felt guilty releasing. Some are remnants of past hobbies. Some are proof of who you thought you would become.
The moment those objects leave, rooms feel larger. Decisions feel simpler. Cleaning takes less time. Your home starts giving.
The replacement test is not about punishment. It is about asking whether your life still needs what your past self bought. Whatever fails that test is not neutral. It has negative value because it keeps charging you attention. Rule 3. Never replace something out of boredom. Boredom is not broken. Newer is not the same as better. The phone works, the app's open, the camera is fine. But the new version exists, so suddenly the old one feels inadequate. The car starts every morning, the furniture serves the room, the television still works. But upgrade culture teaches people to confuse boredom with failure. This is wealth destruction, dressed up as progress. Something works until it genuinely cannot perform its function anymore. Wanting novelty is not the same as needing replacement. The strongest financial decision is often the one nobody sees. Keeping what already works. Rule 4. Create friction for spending and ease for saving. People follow the path of least resistance, so design the path before your mood gets involved. Remove saved cards. Delete shopping apps. Unsubscribe from temptation before it becomes a late-night decision. The 24-hour rule works because most desires cannot survive a single night without being fed. Saving should happen before the money feels available. The best system moves the money before your excuses arrive. Willpower gets tired. Systems do not. The minimalist does not rely on being strong every evening. She removes the easy failure points in advance. When the good decision is the default, financial stability stops depending on a perfect personality. Rule 5. Count what you own. It sounds obsessive until you realize that awareness is what prevents accumulation from becoming invisible. Most people guess low. Then they discover they own 3 or 4 times more than they thought. Once you know there are already enough, buying another one feels different. Rule 6. Rent or borrow before you buy. The first burst of enthusiasm is not proof that a hobby deserves permanent storage in your home. Rent the hiking gear, borrow the tools, try the kayak. Let the interest prove it is real before you pay to store its ghost. Minimalists do not become museums of past enthusiasm. Rule 7. Understand the lifestyle multiplier. A purchase is rarely alone. It brings friends, fees, accessories, maintenance, and expectations. The boat needs storage. The storage needs a trailer. The trailer needs a vehicle. The vehicle needs maintenance. The object becomes an ecosystem. A home gym is not just equipment. It becomes flooring, mirrors, storage, ventilation, and a room that now has one purpose. Rule 8. Define enough before you earn more. If you do not draw the finish line, lifestyle will keep moving it for you. The person who decides what housing, transportation, and comfort are sufficient can let every additional dollar build freedom instead of new obligations. Without enough, more income simply teaches you to need more income. Rule 9. Measure wealth by optionality, not accumulation. Wealth is not what you can display. Wealth is what you can choose. Can you leave a job that is destroying your health? Can you handle a family crisis? Can you move, pause, say no, or begin again? Money locked in things cannot buy freedom when freedom is what you need. Rule 10. Practice cyclical organization. Do not wait for the annual purge. Catch accumulation while it is still small. Removing 3 things a week is easy. Removing 300 things once a year becomes a project people avoid. Regular review teaches you which emotions make you buy, and which categories quietly grow when you stop paying attention. Start here. This week, remove 10 things you would not buy again. This month, apply the 24-hour rule to non-essentials. This quarter, count the categories that accumulate: clothing, kitchen tools, media, hobbies. Set limits based on what you actually use. This year, define enough. What home is enough? What car is enough? What level of comfort lets you stop performing and start building? The cycle becomes powerful. Spend less, save more. Feel safer. Need less, save faster. The opposite cycle is just as real. Insecurity drives spending, spending deepens insecurity, and the room fills while the future empties. Minimalism is not deprivation. It is clarity. The only question is whether you want to own your things or let your things own you. The math is on the side of peace.